So in chapter 2 and 3, we are going to talk about the syntax of Python. So this lesson is talking about variable and constant. So what is variable and what is constant? So a variable is an element that is liable to change, to vary or change. And constant is like a data point that is fixed and known. And so let's consider a simple example here. So we all learned this very simple function that fx equals to x plus 5. And we can see that x is a variable and 5 is a constant. So why we need a variable? Because in this function we can always input different numbers we want. For example, we can input x equals to 2, so fx is 2 plus 5 equals 7. So let's see how what variable and constant looks like in Python. So before we start, I want to talk about operation. The operation is called assignment. So here in the first line in the 12th line, and 13th line, there is not an equal sign. There's an assignment, which means assign 12 to A. And the last line, there's assign 5.0 to B. So let's run this little cell. We can click here, run current cell, and we can find in the variable explorer that A is an integer and the size is 1 and the value is 12. And for B is a float. The type of B is float and the value is 5.0. So this is assignment. Assignment means that you want to assign the right value to the left of the assignment signal. So this is assignment. And we can see that here A, B, C, D, E, F, G are all variables because they can change. So since it's a variable, definitely it can change, right? So we first run this code. We can after I run this cell, we can see all the variable here. A is integer and value is 12. B is a float at 5.0 and others. So since it's a variable, definitely the value of the variable can be changed. So we can write here A equals to 1. So and we run this cell. We can see that here A is changed to 1 because I just write a code to assign a new value 1 to A. And we also can assign other things like A equals to B plus 1 and run this cell. And we can find that here A is a float and it's 6 because it's B plus 1. So there's a new A we assign. So this is variable in Python. And what is constant in Python? So we see here all of these right values, not all, but in this case, so something like that 1 5.0 and this string hi I'm Python tutorial and true. This is all constant in Python because it's settled and it's only date and it's null and fixed. So this is constant in Python. So besides this, now we have to know the concept of variable and constant in Python. And the other important things you need to know is the principle for naming the variable. We have 3 principles here. The first one is that the first character of the variable should be English letter. And the second principle is that it can only contain English letters, numbers, and underscore. And the third principle is avoid confliction with keywords. So let's see if we break the first law. For example, I use so here is just a simple this simple and valid variable. You can see that if we run this cell, we can find this new variable we create here in the variable explorer, and the name is definitely a valid variable name, and the value is 1. So if we break the first law, we will make the first letter not English letter, for example, something like that. If we run this cell, we can get invalid syntax because the name is invalid. And if we break the second rule, we add, for example, here we add some strange character, and we also get invalid syntax because it is against the second principle. And about the third principle, avoid confusion with keywords. What is keywords? That is some special words that is defined by the Python language. So, for example, the true here in line 46. Like we can show you that if we want to write true as our variable name, let's run this code. I use Control plus Enter to run, and you can also click here, run current cell, or run current cell and go to next one. This is discussed in our last video. So we can see here in true equals 1, assign 1 to true, but you can see that it gives you the information that we cannot assign to keywords. So that's this very important principle for naming the variables. And then it's for a little thing. I want to have a little talk about standard output. So definitely, when you finish a program, you definitely do not want other people to find the result in your variable explorer. So that's why you need to print out your result here. So I write several print function. The Python provides print function, and I use the print function to write the code. So with here, it print A, print B, and print 5.0, and print a string. So you also get the result. I print A, I print B here, I print 5.0, and I print hi, I'm a Python tutorial. Okay, so today's lesson we talk about the concept of variable and constant, and we introduce some code. So what is variable and constant looks like in Python language, and we introduce the principle for naming the variable. There's 3 principles here, and finally we talk about a little bit about standard outputs.